Have you ever caught her staring at you from across the room, only to look away the second your eyes meet? Have you ever been in a conversation with her heart-racing mind, spinning because you swear there was something more in the way she smelled the way she leaned in just a little too close, but then you think Nahim. Imagining this, she's just bind-friendly. Let me tell you something. Most men will never hear in their entire lives a woman truly likes you will never say it out loud first, not because she's playing games and not because she wants to confuse you, but because for her attraction is a feeling. Not a confession, it's in the glances she steals. When she thinks you're not looking, it's in the tone of her voice when she says your name. Just a little softer than she says on Nielsen's. It's in how she lingers at the end of a conversation, even when there's nothing left to say. And here's the brutal truth. Most men completely miss these signs. They overthink, overanalyze, and talk themselves out of what's right in front of them because they've been conditioned to believe women are either cold and interested or just naturally friendly. But what if I told you there are 3 clear, universal, deeply psychological things that a woman cannot hide when she likes you? No matter how well she masks her feelings, no matter how guarded she tries to be, these signs leak out. Like emotional fing turn, and if you can read them, you'll never second guesses as yourself again. You'll know with clarity, with certainty, with confidence, that she's not just into the idea of you.
She's so emotionally pulled toward you, so if you're tired of
guessing, if you've ever walked away from a moment thinking issued have said something, I think Shelakid. This video is for you. Let's decoding mystery once and for all. They're something powerful, almost haunting a booth silence between a man and a woman. One attraction is present, but unspoken. It's a language without words, a conversation that unfolds in the space between what's said and what's left unsaid. You see, modern dating culture taught us to look for words, text, compliments, declarations. But a woman who is truly drawn to you doesn't reveal her interests the way a man does. She doesn't say, "I like you," with her lips. She's coquette with her eyes, with her energy, with her patterns of behavior that feel small in the moment but speak volumes. I fear paying attention, and hair sweat's most fascinating. These patterns, not accidental, they're rooted in psychology, biology, and centuries of feveled female intuition. When a woman is emotionally pulled toward a man, her body and subconscious mind react in ways Vench doesn't fully realize. It's not scripted, it's instinctual. But most men, they never notice, because they're either too distracted by the noise of doubt and insecurity, or too afraid to believe it's real. They convince themselves she's just being polite. She probably acts like this with everyone, or worse. If she real liked me, she'd tell me. But here's the stoic truth. The truth few are willing to accept. Real feminine interest is quiet, but it's persistent. It repeats, it returns, it lingers. It's not found in grand romantic gestures. It's hidden in recurring patterns she shows around you, the way she remembers little details, the way she gives you her time without needing a reason, the way she subtle orbits your presence like she's waiting for you to notice, waiting for you to openly see what's been right in front off you all along. And that's where most men all short, not because they aren't attractive or capable or worthy, but because they don't know what to look for. They've never been taught how to decode the signs of a woman's genuine emotional pull. And that's exactly what this video will change. By the end of this, you won't be wandering anymore. You'll know. You'll walk into any room, interact with any woman, and you'll recognize it. The subtle signals, the unmistakable shifts, the hidden clues. Because today, we're not just talking about attraction, we're appealing back the layers of feminine psychology in revealing the 3 core signs. A woman always shows when she genuinely, deeply, secretly likes you. Let's begin. Sign number 1. She creates mints for you to notice her without saying a word. Let's begin with one of the most silent yet powerful signs of feminine interest. She creates a proximate and opportunity, then pretends it's a coincidence. This is not an accident. She doesn't just happen to pass by you twice. Sign the same hallway. She doesn't just casually show up near where you usually visit. She doesn't just randomly send a meme, a song, or a reel at 11:37 p.m. Loft. These are what I call micro-invitations. They're low-risk, low-flirtways. I've seen if you'll pick up this signal because for her saying I like ho. It isn't about verbal confession, it's about space. She creates space for you to step into, and she'll watches what you do with it. If you're not emotionally aware, well, miss it. You'll brush it off as random behavior, but a stoic man, a grounded present man will notice their repetition. He'll notice that she always finds a way to be where he is, that she remembers what he says even when he didn't think it mattered, that she lingers a few seconds longer after a group conversation has ended. This isn't attention seeking, it's validation seeking. She's not trying to impress you, she's hoping you'll recognize her. A woman who secretly likes you is not loud about it. She doesn't chase, she positions herself in your emotional field. Like a gravity, subtle and visible but undeniable. If you don't act on it, she'll pull away, not because she lost interest but because she assumed you never had it in the first place. Sign number 2, she asks you questions that have nothing to do with logic, but everything to do with emotion. Listen carefully to the type of questions a woman asks you when a woman is just being polite or friendly. Shestics 2, surface level curiosity. What do you do for work? Where are you from? Oh, have you watched that show on Netflix? But when she secretly likes youth, nature of her questions shifts dramatically. Suddenly, she's asking, what do you look for in a woman? What kind of music do you listen to when you're alone? Were you always like this? Or did something happen that made you change? These are not random questions. These are emotional probes. They're designed to touch the inner world that most men never reveal, because she doesn't just want to know your facts. She wants to feel your depth. When a woman asks about your childhood, your passions, your pain, your philosophy, she's reaching, she's searching, she's trying to locate parts of you that no one else gets access to. And why? Because feminine energy is drawn to mystery, but not theckin thethides, the kind that waits for the right person to unlock it. When she asks deeper, more reflective questions, what she's really saying is, I want to be that person. I want to know the you that no one else sees. But she won't say it directly. She let the questions carry this message if you're wise enough to hear it. Sign number 3, hair energy drops when you talk about other women. Even casual lithis is one of the most subtle yet emotionally revealing signs that a woman is harboring quiet feelings for you. Her mood shifts when the subject of another woman enters the conversation. You might not even notice that at the first time. Maybe a casual mention, a female friend or a corker or sommelier who complimented you at a coffee shop. Watch her carefully. Did her tone get slightly cooler? Did her smile stiffen just for a second? Did she change the subject or suddenly get distracted? Be something else. That reaction, however brief, is not jealousy. It's emotional vulnerability in disguise, because when a woman is secretly into you, every mention of another woman feels like a reminder of what she hasn't said out loud yet. It's asking, not because she doesn't trust you, but because she fears someone else will take the chance she's too afraid to act in. This isn't about control. It's about the P in hesitation. She's wondering if she's losing to someone who's more bold. She's wondering if you're emotionally available or already claimed in sometimes, instead of reacting outwardly. Retreat, she texts less. She'll become colder, more distant, not because she lost interest, but because she's protecting herself from a heartbreak she'll never gave herself permission to feel. But the truth is, her silence speaks. Her subtle mood drops her brief moments off withdrawal, her quietness in the face of other women. All of these are loud signs, loud to the man who knows how to listen. Let's reflect the world. Doesn't reward loudest man in the room, it rewards the man who notices what others miss. The man who doesn't chase validation because he's too grounded in his own and in the quiet dance of attraction. The woman who likes you most often says the least. She won't confess it outright. She won't send you paragraphs explaining how often she thinks about you. She won't lay her heart bare on the table. Instead, she'll offer breadcrumbs, little signs, small moments, subtle shifts in energy and tone, a glance that lingers, a question that goes deeper than surface conversation, a sudden silence when another woman's name is mentioned. These aren't random behaviors. They're whispers of emotional risk. She's signaling you, but she's not screaming, because she's waiting to see if you're the kind of man who pays attention in that, right? There is the brutal truth about attraction. Women fall for who you say you are. They fall for the man who sees them without needing them to explain. So if you're seeing these signs, don't second-guess them. Don't overthink or doubt yourself into an action, the worst thing. A man cando with a woman who likes him is nothing. Be calm, be direct, be centered. Ask her questions that go deeper. Match her subtle energy with honest confidence. Didn't perform. Don't try to impress, just reveal gently, but firmly that you've noticed her noticing you, because that truth is most men walk through life emotionally blind. They miss the signal until it's too late. They look back and realize she liked me, I just didn't see it, but not you. You are no longer one aft hose man, you are part of the stoic stream, a man who leads with presence and self-respect. And now, I want you to do something bold. Drop a comment below. And tell me, have you ever realized after the fact that a woman was secretly into you, and you missed the signs? Let's talk about it, because when men share wegro, when we learn from what we missaid, gain vision we never had before. And if you found value in this video, hit that like button to support the message. Subscribe to Stoic Extreme for more brutally honest, emotionally sharp wisdom, and don't forget to turn on the bell. Sui. Never miss the quiet truths through art hides from most men. Until next time, remember, these women are not puzzles to solve. They are mirrors, and how they respond to you always reflects how deeply you see yourself. Walk with strength, speak with calm, and lead with vision. This is Stoic Extreme, and you're becoming the man who doesn't chase Beck as he attracts. See you in the next tone.